One, two, three.
The bigger picture. That is what you Hollywood stands for.
I push myself every single day to make
It's beyond anything else.
Are you ready for the entertainer? Me, Tommy, and C2010. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Tommy Talk Show here on Saturday. And as you can see, I have here live from Western North Carolina, the Frankie Project. The man that's a reporter that reports the news, the man about the standard, the man of insanity, Mr. Frankie. How are you doing today, Mr. Frankie?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm not from North Carolina. I'm from the UK, but yeah, I'm doing fine, man.
Okay. So have you had your tea today? Your daily tea?
Yeah, I've just had something to eat now. Just had some toast before I come on the show.
All right. So your YouTube channel is about reporting the news. Am I right? So you basically kind of
It's kind of like two different things. It's like I expose people for messing up sometimes, and I do the news on the other hand. But I kind of like step away from the expose videos now. I don't really like doing them anymore. I find them tacky. Like I don't really like doing expose videos anymore.
Okay. So who inspired you to start your YouTube channel? Where did Frankie first get his level and sit on the ground and went forward?
Right. Well, what made me wanna do YouTube was I was doing another channel, and a guy called the Prank Reviewer was doing his stuff, and another guy called Haggy Rants was doing his stuff, and them two kind of YouTubers made me want to do the videos that I do. But I'm kind of getting to a level now where I don't want to do the videos that I'm doing, but I want to kind of do the same thing, but kind of like more light-heartedly, like more fun to do instead of sitting in front of a camera and basically accusing people and telling them the flaws, basically. And I don't really want to do that. That's what I think news on YouTube is, basically.
Okay. So you basically are nothing like Keemstar at all.
No, but every channel will get at a point where they mess up once or twice. Like I've had a mess up before, and I've put a video out what's been false before. Keemstar's done that, Scarce has done that, a lot of people have done that. And that's the risky thing about news channels too, and that's kind of what's making me want to step back. Because a big YouTuber by Comedy Shorts Gamer, he recently took 3 of my videos down due to a defamation against him because I reported that a hacker said a certain thing, and I reported it in my video. So that's where people doing news are like skating on thin ice kind of thing.
Now, what I think is interesting is when people do news stories, and I think that they should honestly, if you're preaching the news, you need to tell the exact facts of how you read things. You need to make sure the tweets say this and that. If you're going to do the news, make sure you're preaching the news. Don't preach it and say one thing and then do another. Preach it the way the article is printed. Don't preach it a different way with a little bit of sweetness on it so you get more pitch time,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, mostly like if you notice, they go off tweets and they go off posts and they go off hearsay. They go off what YouTubers say. It's not kind of 90% of news I could say is like not even fact. Like there's only 10% fact within the actual video you're watching kind of thing. It's like that old saying about newspapers. There's kind of like 60% of it's BS and 40% is actually real news. But that's why I'm kind of wanting to step back and do my own thing and do like kind of the same videos, like expose videos and news and stuff, but not in a way where I'm accusing anyone and I'm doing anything wrong, kind of thing. I want to have fun with it.
Yeah. Now,
But I've been
Frankie.
grinding on YouTube.
So how long have you been here on YouTube, Frankie?
Well, I had a channel what had it had a lot of subscribers and that got suspended due to copyright. But now these videos I've been doing is like a year, but I've been on YouTube since 2009. So been doing YouTube for a long time.
All right. So, let me think here. Now? Who are your favorite YouTubers?
Who are my favorite YouTubers? I only got told asked that earlier, and Pyro Cynical for the creativity in his videos. He is a funny guy, and he don't hit below the belt. Probably Keemstar for news, and Scarce if you want informative news. Keemstar for the entertainment factor, and that's probably the most people I watch.
Now, do you watch
If I
any?
watch the video.
Do you watch the
Sorry?
entertainment channels like McJuggernuggets or any?
Oh yeah,
vlog?
yeah. I've stopped. I can't get into McJuggernuggets' new series because his new series I know is fake. I knew his other series were fake, but it was just good making videos about him and like the thing with exposing McJuggernuggets, it's fun. Like he didn't take it anything personal because I wasn't talking about him as a person. I was talking about his videos, and I was because I used to do videos on him, and that's how I all started at the exposing videos. So I did them for fun, and then I tried to move on to other YouTubers, but the other YouTubers like don't do videos like McJuggernuggets. So you've got to speak about personal things they do, and that's where I'm trying to think. I want to go back to like good expose videos, kind of like McJuggernuggets. Yeah, I watch McJuggernuggets. He's really good, but I've stopped recently because I can't get into him.
Now, has there been any news that you've ever preached that? Now, I preach on the subject again. Has there been any news that you have falsely read and that was brought very tarnished to your name? Exactly. I'm just curious.
Yeah. There is like recently, must have been about 2 weeks ago. That Comedy Shorts gamer, he's got like 7.5 million subscribers, and a hacker put out some information on his Comedy Shorts Gamer Snapchat. He hacked his Snapchat and said that Comedy Shorts Gamer was speaking to underage fans on his Snapchat. So I made a video about half an hour after the hacker said this. I said the exact same thing as the hacker said. I didn't say anything new. It turns out that the fan was 15, but there was no like sexual or anything like that, or nothing bad in the messages. There was just fan interactions and fan messages. And me, I worded my words wrong, saying it must have been like, do you know what I'm saying? Like a bit more than just fans. And I shouldn't have said that. And I did mess up, and I shouldn't have worded it. I worded it differently. I did the right information, but I worded it in a way where it was worse than it sounded, kind of thing. And I regret it so much.
Now, where do you get the name Frankie Project? What inspired you get that name? That name?
Probably the Syndicate Project. Like I was watching a lot of his vlogs a while back. I don't really watch his vlogs now, but when I first found him, I watched his vlogs for about 3 months. I like that name, the Syndicate Project, and I just put my name in the middle and just put the Frankie Project because I didn't think it'd be like I'm copying. It's just like no one really has that name, and if you search it on YouTube, it'll be only me, and it's a really good name. So Syndicate Project, I got it from, inspired me to do that.
Oh, okay. Now, what is your most highly rated video here on YouTube?
About McJuggernuggets, I got I had one at 250,000 subscribers, and it was about Psycho Mum, but I privated that, and I've got one at like nearly 100,000 views, and that's about McJuggernuggets and the Brian Spitz, and that was only a couple of months back.
Now, since you are a news channel, have you spoken to McJuggernuggets? Does McJuggernuggets ever reach out to these news channels just to get things straight?
I've known him to. I've known him to. I've spoke to people around him, like close people around him, but he knows about me. I know for a fact he knows about me because you can check what YouTube channels watch you on YouTube. So you can. There's some on a setting where you can see it, and yeah, I know he watch. I know he's watched a few of my videos. Who wouldn't watch a video about you though? Do you know what I mean? Like if someone's making a video about you, you probably would watch it. And I've made over 50 videos about McJuggernuggets.
Wow.
Yeah. I used to basically reviews of his videos. As soon as he'd make a video, I'd review it, and I'd do other stuff as well, like pranks and other people on YouTube. But my main topic was McJuggernuggets during the Psycho series.
What's your opinion on Wheezy? He's
Who's
another reporting channel I've discovered back when McJuggernuggets was ending the Psycho series. What's your opinion on Wheezy?
I don't know him.
It's a Wheezy. Boodle-doodle-doo.
No, I don't know him. I've heard about him. Is he that shoe nice person?
No, it's not the shoe nice person. Which, I'm
The
not going to say.
Weasel.
Huh?
Is he called the Weasel?
I think he has a mustache. He has like a mustache, and he reports on McJuggernuggets too. He did a few videos, but his videos like it's a Wheezy.
No. Only people what I know who did McJuggernuggets videos was TCB and Haggy Rants.
Okay. Let me think of another question I can ask you that would Now, when you saw my story, how did you feel about when this whole thing went down?
With Leafy. To tell you the truth, I did a little bit of research at the time because I made a video about it, and I remember making a video about it, and I looked into it, and there was a video, like 4 videos across, and this is what made me think that Leafy actually knew he was autistic, and this is what made me feel a bit like, why did he make the video? I don't feel bad against him for doing it, but I do feel bad against him for what he said in the video, because if he knew you were autistic, why didn't he take a little bit of a lighter stance to it? But there was 4 videos across from that video he made, and it was autism doesn't define me. So he must have known, unless someone sent him a link and he just watched that video and that's it. But yeah, I don't feel it right about that. I don't think he should have made the video about you at all. But or at least don't go out as hard as he did. He went hard on you more than some of the other people he went hard on. So no, I don't think he should have made the video. I think he should have been a lot smarter. But have you seen his views recently?
No, I really don't watch. I really don't watch Leafy's channel.
Yeah, he don't get it. He ain't got over 1 million views no more. Like, I feel a bit sorry for him, but at the same time, it's his own fault with content he does. That's what people tell me. It's your own fault for the content that you do. So it might be biting him in the arse for all things he's been doing.
Yeah, I've been trying to make day vlogs and number vlogs, and I'm also working on comedy videos also. And
you'd be good for a TV show.
Really?
Yeah, you'd be good for a TV show, definitely.
Yeah, I think actually I was already on TV. You know that I've been on.
Yeah,
MTV.
Touch.0.
No. I was on MTV's Made and Tosh.0. You didn't know that, did you?
Yeah. I know you was on Comedy Central too, weren't you?
Yeah, I was on Comedy Central. Those are the 2 shows I've actually been on national syndication TV and the local news with the stuff that because I was on Tosh.0.
Yeah. Crazy. But I wish I could get on TV. Fucking hell.
Well, there's a segment here where you can ask me questions and we can go back and forth, and it's an open conversation. And let me think of it. Another question I can ask you. Now, I'm trying to think of a question I can ask you. I'm sorry, my mind is kind of exploding.
Tell you what, I'll ask you one.
Okay.
Would you ever, if Leafy reached out now, I'm going to say a Leafy question just from draw off that other one.
Okay.
Would you ever accept his apology, like behind the scenes, and just accept his apology and forget the whole thing, or have you already forgot the whole thing?
I've forgotten it, but if he was to reach me in a private chat, I would have a conversation with him. I would sit down and have a conversation with him if he would be a man and sit down with me and have a conversation and actually settle things.
Yeah, because he didn't
So,
publicly
yeah, okay.
apologize.
I made a video. You saw it. I made the video saying, okay, let's set down the table here. Let's have a conversation. At that point, everybody's probably tweeting Leafy saying, Tommy just made a video. He wants to have a conversation with you. Why didn't he not take the responsibility to follow me on Twitter, to DM me and say, hey, Tommy, how you doing there? You know, I want to have a conversation with you, you know? And I'm like,
So
hashtag iDubbbz. Oh, by the way, you know something interesting? This was public. It was public information, so this is not private. I messaged iDubbbz, and iDubbbz, I'm not hurt. My feelings are not hurt, and I guess iDubbbz is at that point where he has a big channel, and he wouldn't be good with being with the likes of me, I guess.
yeah.
I sent him a video message, and he responded. But you know what he said? Basically, it was
What?
"f off, Tommy." This is what my opinion of "f off" means.
Oh no, it'll just be him messing about. It's kind of what they do. It's like get cancer. It's like one of them things. They don't mean it. They're just like trying to see if you'll take the
No.
joke.
His comment to me was, "No, thank you, Tommy." That was
Why?
his.
What did you say?
Well, I asked him if he would come on Tommy Talks. I asked him if I could interview him, and his comment to me is, "No, thank you, Tommy." And I'm like, wow. And I'm like, that's nice to know.
Crazy. I think he might have been joking. I'm not too sure. He's not normally like that, but at the same time, he's kind of like Leaf. He's like on the lines of Leafy. He does the kind of videos Leafy does. Have you seen the content cops?
Yeah,
They
I've watched
basically-
Content Cops. I try to understand them, and I scratch my head sometimes. I'm like, scratch my head.
really
off.
good. Listen, the Leafy one got 12 million views. 12 million views. That's $12,000. Probably more because he's a lot bigger and probably got a better deal.
A lot of people said that he barbecued. That a lot of people he affected Leafy's character, and that he really gave him the axe. You know, a lot of people say that Leafy's kind of changed since iDubbbz made that video.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he won't be coming back off this. I don't think. He's reached his peak, Leafy, and it's sad to see that he has to go downhill like this. But he must have known it was coming. Like he must have known people weren't gonna stick around when you just do gameplay and just critique people all the time. Like he's reached his peak, and I don't think he's sub-botted or anything like that. Them allegations against him, I don't think.
I've
true
actually
at
met
all.
locals here in Black Mountain that tell me because they saw what he did to me, they unsubbed from his channel. Like that's what they told me. I had people said they followed him for the longest time, and they unsubscribed to him because of what he did to me.
Yeah, he did a shitty thing, didn't he?
Yeah, he, and it was also his viewers that came after me, and that's what kind of caused me make the video. So, do you have any other questions besides Leafy related? Because I notice a lot of people when I go into interviews, like everybody wants to ask me if I hate Leafy, and I'm like, I want to hear a question that doesn't involve Leafy sometimes.
Yeah, it's because I was coming off that question. But do you still? Yeah, what's your best fedora? How much are them hats?
Really, I have this hat, and I have my Humberg, and I have my Dead Man, and those are the two hats that I have. Also, I have my classic Indiana Jones hat right here.
Yeah.
And those are the two hats. I did have another one of these fedoras, but I gave that to Harley Mornstein, and he still has that in his he still has
What's your,
that.
what's your opinions of Keemstar?
Publicly, you want me to give my opinions on what Keemstar is?
Yeah, you might as well. He's come on your show. He's not going to come on again, is he?
I don't know
Might as well.
unless I say something too vulgar and he hears
Yeah,
about
but
it.
that means by saying that, that means you think something vulgar of him because you don't want to say it.
I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to say about Keemstar. Sometimes I say Keemstar reminds me of an old Scotch that you sat outside in the sun, and you know, you just take one sip of it and you're just like, you know.
Yeah, Keemstar, right? It is a split personality. That's the thing with him. He's got a split personality.
Well, you have to understand there's Keemstar, the internet personality, and then there's Keemstar that we don't know about. It's
Yeah.
very closed off. We see the internet personality, but we never see the other personality.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. But I could get on with him, but it's just too much of a dick on social media. You can't be straight up with him and be okay with him.
There was a guy that I want to get on there, but apparently, like Keem was bullying this guy, and he's a paraplegic. You know who I'm talking about. He's on Twitter. He's been
Yeah,
talking.
yeah, Ricky. Yeah, it's Ricky.
I want to actually just shout out to you, Ricky. I want to get you here on Tommy Talk sometime to interview you, ask you some questions, find out the truth about this whole situation between you and him. And,
Well, I think he don't mind because it was on Discord. I seen a video where he was on Discord, and there was actually having a laugh about it. And 1 minute, let me just do a picture. But yeah, they were actually having a laugh about it.
really,
Yeah, like he threw some lyrics down, did a freestyle, and said he was a cripple and stuff in the lyrics, and Ricky was laughing.
okay.
No, no, it's just that way in it, that matter of fact way he presents everything in, makes it seem all right. When some of the stuff he says ain't all right.
Yeah, I know what you say. It's
Done multiple videos. Done multiple videos on him.
when he did that when he was on my show and he's like, "You're ruining my career," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the last person that has ruined your career. You've done that yourself, Keemstar." I said that to him.
Said Clown's a good guy. I don't know how Clown puts up with him sometimes. Like,
Clown cracks me up. Clown is a guy that just makes me laugh so hard. And okay, I pictured this. I made it for Halloween. Basically, the whole idea is Clown has kidnapped Keemstar, and Clown is gonna kill Keemstar, and in his British voice, he is, "So Keemstar, I'm going to devour you, bit by bit."
do you know why that is? Do you know why he sounds like that? It's because he's
Why?
from Winchester and it's a posh place. I think he's from Winchester anyway.
But he is so posh. He is so
I don't
formal.
think he really is in real life, though. I think that's an actual accent he puts on. Like, I'm not joking. I think I've heard his real accent before, and he kind of like lets it loose out of the voice, and is a bit more streeter. Like, do you know what I mean? Like a bit more. Like, he's not. That's not his real accent. I don't think.
Imagining
it on.
what Clown looks like, I picture. I told him myself. I've actually talked to him in Skype chats privately. But
Yeah.
I told him, I said, I imagine a man that wears like round glasses. He's got blondish brown hair, and he's very thin, and he smokes a pipe, and he drinks a nice cup of tea, and he sits there, and he's got these nice little British shoes and the British pants, and he's just very, delicate.
But what if he actually wore a tracksuit with trainers? What would you think then?
It'd even be funnier.
That's actually him though. That's probably actually what he looks like. A tracksuit with trainers with a fucking vest on and stuff like that. He is like I'm sure he's still young. I'm sure he's about my age, about 24, 5 or something like that. Sure he is.
Trying to imagine, it's like, you really tried to picturize these YouTubers that are not been defaced, and actually, folks, this December, Christmas Day, Clown will be demasking defacing himself on his channel. Now, I don't know. Are they going to be doing it on I Hate Everything's channel, or are they doing it on Clown's channel?
Well, I tell you something right now. I'm not about what Clown says if he's watching right now. The face he's going to reveal is not going to be his face. Can put £1,000,000 on it. He will not reveal his own face. It'll be a picture like Grade A did. He won't talk with a face cam on. There's no way he will do that. I won't believe it unless he does a face cam like we're doing right now. No way. I won't take that as anything. So it needs to be a face cam with no dubbing over voices. It needs to be a clean face cam, preferably webcam, and then I'll believe it. But no showing no picture like Grade A did. Yes, that was Grade A in the picture, but we want to see your face with a webcam on.
I don't hold anything against him. He can do whatever he wants, dude.
Oh yeah, I don't care. I don't care.
The man, here's the thing. There's a thing about being an entertainer and having your privacy. And people say, well, you throw it out the door when you become a celebrity. And I'm like, no, you don't. You have your private life, and then you have the entertainment life. The life that you live when you inspire people and you live on the stage.
But he come from the trolling community. Like, he used to troll back in the day. Like, the same videos as Keemstar used to do, he used to do as well. And he didn't used to show his face on the gameplay things. I think it's just one of them, and it just don't want to unmask himself. It's part of the thing on his channel. Like, he don't show his face, and if he shows his face, will it mess it up, kind of thing. I think that's one of the reasons. And plus, he might have a good job working with children's or something, and he don't want to show his face. I don't know.
He had me falling over laughter when I was watching his game streams. I couldn't help but laugh. But some of the things he was saying to those people.
Yeah, I've seen a couple. In fact, I've watched every one of his videos maybe 3 times each. I swear, I kid you not. If I'm bored on a plane or on a train, on a bus or anything like that, I'll put a Colossal video on. They're quite long. They're just easy to watch. You can listen and probably go to sleep sometimes with his voice, and sometimes you can laugh if you're awake.
With me, I think I watch YouTubers, but also I watch Netflix, and one of my favorite shows I love to watch, it's one of my all-time favorite shows, is Scrubs. The Office and Scrubs. And Scrubs that I can watch that show for hours. I can just watch it from episode 1 to the last episode of Scrubs, and I know what's gonna happen. I know the emotions, and it's so funny. I sit back and laugh every single time.
Yeah, he's gonna be big. He's gonna be big.
Yes, it's I constantly always have a thing with just trying to base off the entertainment and try to I never considered hiding my face, honestly. Like when I first did my first ever video, I said, what if I should hide my face? What if I should keep my face hidden?
That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I did. My first ever video is just, and it's got nearly 100,000 views as well. One of my very popular videos, and it's just videos and then slides with words. My first ever video, and what I was going to do was not show my face. The second video I'll show my face, and then on my last 2 videos I've done have been not show my face, and I'm going to make a habit of only doing face cam once a week and just do it like that.
Okay, so before we end the show here, what is the future for your channel and what direction are you going?
Future for my channel is just to carry on doing what I'm doing and hope no one shuts me down before I finish what I'm doing.
Okay, so you basically want to report every news story that comes out there, every
Yeah,
juicy
because
story.
I think Scarce, Keemstar, and all the other news channels pulled by all the other YouTubers' strings. So, say there's KSI, Comedy Shorts Gamer, Quebble Cop, PewDiePie, and all that. They're the puppet masters, and it's becoming the big news channels what are favoritizing other YouTubers, big YouTubers, and don't report important stories and scared to even say anything about them YouTubers. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna carry on reporting stories and stuff, but light-hearted. But yeah.
Now, here, one thing you should know is Frankie is here on Tommy Talks. I have my guests when I get a chance. I didn't get a chance to get Keemstar and Colossal to chant this because I didn't think they would chant it with me. So, You Hollywood is a form of entertainment. It is what YouTube is today. We are making our own version of Hollywood. We are our own celebrities. Now, would you mind chanting this with me before I end the show?
Go on. What is it?
It's You Hollywood. Would you mind chanting
You
this
Hollywood, yeah? Of course I would.
with me? Okay. Here we
Can't do it
go.
loud though. I can't do it loud. I
One,
can't do it loud.
2, 3. You Hollywood.
You Hollywood.
Wood.
You
Hollywood.
Hollywood. You
You Hollywood.
Hollywood.
You
You
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
You Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Shout out to these guys, folks. You Hollywood.
You Hollywood. You Hollywood. You Hollywood.
You Hollywood. So, folks, this has
You
been the
Hollywood.
Frankie Project.
You Hollywood.
You Hollywood. This has been the Frankie
You-
Project. Tell them where they can find
You Hollywood. You Hollywood. You Hollywood. You Hollywood.
Frankie, tell them where they can find you.
All right, yeah. My YouTube channel is just the Frankie Project. Go over to my channel, subscribe, check my videos out, and if you like them, like them. If you don't, then you don't have to subscribe. But I'm always uploading videos every day, so if you want someone who uploads every day about the YouTube community and the news and exposes people and talks about general topics, then just come on over.
Thank you so much, Frankie, for coming on my show tonight. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm Tommy NC 2010. Thank you for watching. There is not going to be a show on Sunday because I am watching the first women's match in the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. If you're a wrestling fan, sit back, grab yourself something to drink, enjoy it, because it's going to be the first ever women's match in a Hell in a Cell tomorrow on Sunday. And by the way, Survivor Series, Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar, which I think it's a horrible slot. Honestly, that should be at WrestleMania, that card. So as always, I'm Tommy NC 2010. Subscribe, support, stay positive,
Stay positive.
keeping you on the inside fact.
Back.